An urgent call was made today for more COVID vaccines to be distributed in London, as it was revealed that the capital is losing out to the rest of the country. Mayor Sadiq Khan told Boris Johnson that additional supplies were desperately needed and that Londoners aged 40 to 60 had to receive it as soon as possible after the elderly and health and care workers received their jabs. The problem came to light yesterday when the NHS chief in charge of the COVID response in the capital revealed London was receiving fewer doses of the Pfizer and Oxford vaccines per head of population. This is because the vaccines are distributed equally among primary care workers across the country on a supposed fair share basis. Because London's population lives more geographically closely together, it means there are fewer vaccines to give to all those due to be inoculated. Patients are due to be discharged early from a London hospital in order to free beds for critically ill COVID patients, with some being sent to hotels. The owner of the Best Western chain, the London Hotel Group, will accommodate patients deemed ready to leave King's College Hospital. It comes as the health service was under extraordinary pressure, as official figures showed UK deaths from COVID-19 having passed 81,960. Ministers are under pressure to overhaul the government's free school meals plan during lockdown after the footballer and campaigner Marcus Rashford highlighted inadequate food parcels families are receiving. Downing Street has said the contents of some of the food parcels were completely unacceptable and the government is looking into the issue. The government is now facing calls to urgently roll out its national free school meal voucher scheme after images shared on social media showed poor quality and low-value packages sent to families during the lockdown. Manchester United footballer Rashford, who has been behind the drive to get free school meals to children who need them, called for the system to be fixed quickly. Mike Pence has ruled out using the 25th Amendment to remove President Trump from office following the US Capitol riot. With the House of Representatives on the cusp of impeaching Trump, Vice President Pence encouraged Congress to avoid actions to further divide and inflame the passions of the moment. Mr. Trump earlier refused to take any responsibility for the US Capitol riot, in which his supporters smashed into the building, and said his speech for the mob was totally appropriate. And finally, Sir David Attenborough is to be holographically beamed before people's eyes via an augmented reality app as part of a trial to demonstrate the potential of 5G. The broadcaster will take on a new form alongside scientifically accurate plants and creatures, offering users an immersive learning experience about the natural world. BBC Studios is working on the project with immersive content company Factory 42, telecoms firm EE and the Royal Botanic Gardens, and it will be released alongside forthcoming BBC series The Green Planet. The scheme is one of several backed by a £28 million government fund which aims to show how 5G can be used to enhance connectivity and improve people's lives.